Hi Cancer, this is Christina. This is Shine Your Light Oracle. We are doing a mini reading for your sign, whether Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you're cross-watching for a Cancer. This is a timeless message, however likely charged with the energy of the new moon in Gemini that's happening the day before I'm recording this, as well as the Sun in Gemini. But whenever you encounter this reading, it's been placed on your path at this time for a reason. If you wish to book a personal reading with me, please DM me here. Email me at shineyourlightoracle@gmail.com or visit my website, shineyourlightoracle.com. So interestingly how they wouldn't let me proceed past this card and all these clarifiers that are peeking out behind him. You, as this King of Cups, not gender specific as well. I see the Death and Rebirth card here. So what seems to be clarifying this king, so this would be your energy. This is your element, watery element, King of Cups. And there is this feeling of stillness, which is possibly why they wouldn't allow me to proceed further than this spot. Like you are asked not to proceed any further than the spot. In fact, it took some doing to get to the spot I see with the Ten of Wands. A lot of effort, or it's a very challenging journey to get to this spot, or they're trying to get you to relax after a challenging period. Sit, be still, just be still. You might be busy. You might think that you have a lot of obligations to attend to, a lot of decisions to be made here with the Two of Swords. But don't do any of it right now. And just sit still and calm and soothe yourself. This is one of the superpowers of the Cups family. That is a superpower, the ability to calm and soothe another, but it starts with their ability to do it to themselves. And it might be because there is a situation that is challenging, and rather than jumping in the fray, which is not necessarily King of Cups' strong suit, is to say, actually, I'm going to go sit in the corner and pray and meditate. While others are wondering, what the heck? Cancer, get into it with us. Come on, we got to hash this out. Somehow the King of Cups, you, knows that hashing it out in a very conventional sort of 3D way is not going to bring about the solution that will put something to rest, that will resolve a situation, possibly with this Death card, not to mention the 10, a culminating card with the 10 of Wands as well. So I'm just gonna be still and quiet, even if it seems irresponsible in the eyes of others. And trust that this pause, this calm that you're bringing about is the only solution possibly that is necessary right now. That is your superpower, the nurturing energy of Cancer, the natural maternal energy of the Cancer, even if you don't identify as a mother in any way. So we have the Two of Swords and this Two of Wands, or sorry, Three of Wands. And this is hopeful expectation I'm getting. We shall not proceed as we were going, but be still and be hopeful. This is also receptive energy, as is this is magnetic energy, law of attraction. By being still, not proceeding in the way that we were going, we are going to attract the right thing, what's meant for us. And it does kind of feel like it's about a group, but not necessarily. It could be just about you. Oh yeah, it could be regarding a family, or who you might regard as a soul family. With the Ten of Pentacles here, another culmination card. And in this way, you are stepping up to lead, even if it feels like you are receding or retreating. Please. And it's sort of contradictory to what people think of as a brave, strong, masculine leader, even if you identify as a woman. To lead is to spearhead and go for it, guns blazing. And yeah, so there's this stillness. And I see that, yeah, you're opting from something conventional to something unconventional. What others might even consider woo-woo. Like, to pray and meditate at this time is not practical, people might say. To try to like lean on some higher source is unpractical at this time. But that's what you're called to do, and you will do so. Because you know that things are changing, just like the phases of the moon, that are out of your control. In fact, you can sort of work with these changes by virtue of this like stillness. And in this way, you co-create with the universe, co-manifest. There's the Justice card. What you do for yourself, you do for others. If you can bring calm and serenity to yourself, you'll bring calm and serenity to the situation, to others. Natural fairness will be brought about. Oh, already 6 minutes in. Okay, please, for a Cancer, please. What would you like Cancers to know at this time, please? Ooh, thank you. And thank you for watching today. So we have the Death card, Death and Rebirth card, as it's known in this deck, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, things are changing. Out of your control with the Major Arcana here. You can't bring about the end, the death, and in a way, you're kind of like asked to let go of the way things are sort of possibly like declining. Because it means it's going to bring about upgrades. The new will be an upgrade from the old. And there's no sense, as you at one, King of Cups, in a way like the way energy or spirit flows through the universe. I'm not going to interfere while the universe works on this decomposition before it brings about the reconstruction, the renewal, which will be an upgrade from the old. And then these cards, it's Pluto energy as well as Jupiter. Next, or maybe it's Saturn. Sorry, forgive me if there you are again. It's the King of Cups. And the Eight of Swords, yeah. This is how to overcome any doubts. And like to block out the chatter. Just be still and listen to yourself. Listen to the universe. And it's like listening to, as this King of Cups, King of Water, who's listening to the inside of a conch shell. And for others, it may not sound like anything at all. But what you're really hearing is the motion of the universe. Wow, I love that. Please, what else, please? Thank you. Patience, slowness. At one with divine timing, temperance. Another major arcana that's out of your hands. It's in the hands of the angels. And you're at one with it. This is you communing with Archangel Raphael. I trust that you're doing your work, your healing work. And by virtue of me tapping into your energy, you as this King of Cups, I also help heal. I help heal those around me who might be running around like chickens with their heads cut off. Continuing. Leave it to chance, I heard. And here's the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands and the Hierophant. Yeah, you're teaching by example. But you're also like learning. Okay, you're like, your gut is saying, my hunch is that if I am still and trust the process, there's genius in the process. So I'm learning that by leaning back, by being still and knowing that the universe is making these changes. And I can help the universe do their work by like allowing others to like chill. If I chill, others will learn to chill. They'll learn from you. And in a sense, this liberates you, all of you, from any sense of like responsibility for how things turn out. Because it's going to turn out better than anyone can imagine at this time by virtue of your stillness. And look, here's the divine gift in ways that you can all touch, taste, and hold. And this is the love in 11. This puts you in perfect divine alignment with your higher self, as well as helping others to align with their higher selves too. Because running around like chickens with their heads cut off is out of alignment, or out of alignment with their own destiny, with their own peace, with their own truth. Continue, and therefore their own rewards. Please, what else, please? Lots of upgrades as a result of this. Anything else, please? For my dear Cancer, please. Thank you for watching today. Anything? Oh, there it is. Yeah, you're like, the seeds have been planted, guys. All we can do is let Mother Gaia do her work. Allow for Archangel Raphael to do his work. Allow for the Wheel of Fortune to turn 11:11 on the timer as I say that. Allow for the natural decomposition to happen before the upgrades, before the new. There's the new. And there's so much happening beneath the surface. It may, with your eyes open, you'd think that this tree isn't blooming or doing anything at all. But when you close your eyes, you can almost feel the vibrational frequency coming up from under the ground. Oh yes. This King of Cups is very, very sensitive to those shifts, very sensitive to the vibrational frequency. Oh yes, there's something going on beneath the surface, and it's beautiful and abundant. In fact, it outdoes what is being done above the surface, or it can outdoes anything we could possibly try to manipulate. At the bottom of the deck for you, my dear Cancer, thank you for watching today. We have 3 of Wands again. Hopeful expectation. Yes, even though it looks like the waters are still, you know that there's a lot going on beneath the surface of this water, beneath the surface of the soil. A lot going on, even if you can't see it. You know that the moon is shifting phases, even if you can't see it. You know that something's coming in, even if you can't yet see it over the horizon. You can feel it coming. I hope this resonates in some way, my dear Cancer. Thank you for watching. I send you lots of love. Bye for now.